Step into the dark, won't you? The illumination of neon lights, the hum of your mobile screen. Those barriers cannot protect you here. Not tonight. This time, we journey beyond the veil of the known and into a realm where the woods have secrets older than your bones. Secrets that may even be carved into your soul. Welcome, darling, to another chapter of Echoes of the Dark. I am Violet Nocturne, your guide into shadow, a harbinger of stories better left untold. Yet here you are, curious as ever. Let's wade together into the shifting mists of dread, shall we? Tonight's tale has a heartbeat of its own. Feel it echo in your ribs. It's called The Eyes in the Bark. Have you ever wandered into a forest, lulled by the rustling leaves, only to feel eyes on you? You tell yourself it's just paranoia, an ancient instinct humming beneath your skin. But what if those eyes belong to something you can't see? Or worse, something you can never escape from. Our story begins with a man named Callum, not special in any way you'd notice. He wasn't cursed, wasn't marked by destiny, just another face in the crowd. But oh, how fate adores its favorites. As a freelance landscape photographer, Callum sought beauty in isolation. One autumn afternoon, he ventured into Beauchamp Woods, a forest so dense it seemed a gateway to another time. Locals painted grim legends about it. Mysterious disappearances, unspoken rules. Stay on the marked paths, they'd warn. But Callum? Rules were obstacles to the perfect shot. At first, the woods greeted him like old friends. Light filtered through golden canopies and crunched leaves beneath his boots. The air was alive with birdsong and whispers of wind. Pure magic, or so Callum thought. A few hours in, he noticed something peculiar. A cluster of ancient oaks encased in strangling vines. Intrigued, he adjusted his lens and took a picture. But when he reviewed the shot on his screen, there was something else there. Carved into the bark, faint but unmistakable, were eyes. They weren't random patterns, darling. They were deliberate, symmetrical, unblinking. Unease unfurled in his chest, but he dismissed it. He's logical, rational. Trees can't look back, after all. Or so he thought. Everything shifted the moment he deviated off the trail. That's when the silence began. Not peace, but an oppressive listening silence, as if the forest were holding its breath. And then came the whispers. Have you ever heard your name where it shouldn't belong? Not in the joy of a familiar voice, but in the scraping, hollow tones of something ancient and awful. That's what Callum heard. Callum, the voice seemed to murmur, carried on the breeze. Join us. The rational mind crumbles surprisingly fast when confronted with the inexplicable. And so, Callum ran. But you see, the forest isn't something you navigate. It's something that decides your path. No matter which direction he turned, the same grove of staring trees greeted him. The woods were alive, bending space around him. Panic clawed at him as he realized he couldn't leave. His breath quickened. Shadows stretched unnaturally long, dancing like they meant to grab him. Somewhere deep in those shadows, he began to see them. Figures upright but wrong, their heads gnarled into splintered wooden masks, hollow where eyes should be. They weren't human, to be sure, but they moved like they had been once. They whispered as they closed in. The legend rarely remembered by the villagers whispered of this, too. Long ago, a coven had called these woods home, performing rites forbidden even by the most heretical of standards. They sought immortality. They got it, in a way. Bound into the trees, the very essence of the forest. Not dead, not alive. Hungry and spiteful, waiting for the unlucky or the brazen to break the rules. You wanted this story. You wanted the forbidden fruit. So let me ask, darling, are you brave enough to learn how it ends? When the search teams found Callum weeks later, they discovered only his camera, resting near a gnarled oak. The villagers whispered about the photographs stored inside,
Photos no one could decipher, because each frame was completely black.
Except for the eyes. Eyes that crawled toward the lens as if trying to escape their confines. The camera's viewfinder still smelled faintly of bark, they said. Nobody talks about Beauchamp Woods anymore. Not openly, at least. But you might hear the odd murmur if you listen closely to the wind. And darling, if you hear your name called while you walk beneath the trees, do not answer. Do not look back. Do not deviate from the path. And there you have it, another piece of shadow to weave into your dreams. Take this cautionary tale to heart, my dear explorers of the dark. The forest keeps its secrets, but some secrets wish to keep you. I am Violet Nocturne, and I will meet you again when the echoes call you back. Until then, sleep lightly.